Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, Kilos and Cosplay. My name is Sydney, and today we are finally going over the spring 2023 WonHobby announcements. I think there's some really good ones, but I always kind of feel that way with all of the events. Like, I know a lot of people are usually sometimes like disappointed. I feel like I always find a good bunch, or still think there's a lot of really cool ones coming out. I don't think this is like the best announcement lineup that they've ever had, at least just for me in my own personal opinion. But they got a lot of good ones, and a lot of ones that I think people would be really interested in. So very excited to talk about that. But before we get into that, this video will actually be uploaded on my 26th birthday. Ooh. It feels weird to say that out loud. Kind of crazy. I feel old. I know I'm not that old, but like now it's like another step into a different level of adulting, where now I have to have my own health insurance because I live in the US. So you have to have your own health, dental, vision, and all that. So when you're 26, you're kicked off your parents. So now I got that signed up, and now that money will be taken out of my paychecks. That's nice. But also, I treated myself to some figures. I added a few figures to my May pre-order because it was taking a while to come out, so I threw in a few. They are the MDZS, like the child version of Lamaji and WaveXN. So I did finally throw those on because I kind of had to cancel and I was waiting on them. And I'm glad I did because I'm pretty sure I got these for a pretty good deal. I think they were like $113 on AmiAmi. I think they're still in stock, so if you do want them, I do think they're worth picking up. So I did throw that in there. But I will say this is probably my biggest and most expensive order. Hoping to tone it down. I'm really trying to push or like even cancel things further in the months because I really don't want to keep doing this to myself. This is probably the biggest spending I've ever done on AmiAmi, and so I'm gonna take a step back because this was like they just split it into 3 orders, so I had to pay shipping 3 separate times. Shipping was like pretty pricey all of the times, even with like my cheaper option. I always either do a DHL or EMS because I'm impatient. So this order is like $2,000. You know what? Happy birthday to me, though. You know, but it's about treating yourself, because I'm not going to be treating myself to anything extra after this. So if you guys want like an entire AmiAmi like unboxing, I can do that. There are some figures in there, but it is mainly like MXTX merch, and like acrylic stands and little extra things like that, and random stuff like that. So it's a lot of just kind of merch. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but I might still do a video on it anyways, just in case, just to kind of talk about it, so we'll see. And then also another side note, about 2 weeks ago I made like a community post kind of like talking about how I kind of had to take a step back while my poor Gary, my poor cat, was recovering from God knows what. We're still pretty sure he was hit by a car. Luckily he has pulled through. He's doing great. I would say he's about like 99% better. Still kind of only eating soft food. Can't really have like hard food because like I don't know, there's something messed like with his jaw. But he is getting better. So I just want to thank anybody who put like well wishes and nice comments or any support like that from you guys. Really appreciate it. Means a lot to me. And it's good to have some get back to like normal things and not be stressed about my pet, because those are my children. Like, I could not relax. That was probably the biggest scare I've ever had with a pet. So I was just a wreck, and then also still having to obviously continue daily life and working full-time and school and anything. It was hard. So definitely have to take a step back, but we are good. Super happy to finally be back and filming and have things just back to normal. So thank you for sticking through that kind of long introduction to this video and kind of random stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and start talking about all the WonHobby figure announcements. Alright, so first we are going to start on Good Smiles, like their official gallery. And then for like the other different announcements that were like from freeing and stuff like that, we will move over to Ruru Berry's Twitter. As always, I'm going to link that in my description. So if you want to check them out, highly recommend it. Follow them, all that stuff. They're always on top of any like new figure announcements. So definitely recommend their page. They put a lot of work into it, so go support them. Okay, so first up we have from Oshinoko. They have a bunch of little Nendroids and stuff announced for this. This seems like a very popular series. It is something I have not watched yet, so nobody give too many spoilers in the comments or anything. I definitely know it's going to be a show I'm going to love. It seems very interesting, and this seems like a very popular series. Anytime like any merch goes up on OmniAmi, it always like reaches like the #1 like pre-order thing for the week or something. So it seems very popular, and honestly the character designs are so cute. So if you are a fan of this series, this is a great time. Like they have so many announcements for it. And then Aqua from it, he looks really cool. Like I really like his design. Their eyes are obviously so cool. I know that's like a big pride point of the series. And then herself, they have a pop-up parade version, which does look really good. So if you're not wanting to pay the money for the scale figures, you do have a good option here, and I'm intrigued how they're gonna do on it. And then some more Oshinoko. So we have Ruby, a little pop-up parade of her, super cute design too. Aqua, which I believe those are her 2 kids in the show. Don't know who she is in that show. Again, no spoilers, but very cute design. Then we have a lot of Bocchi the Rock kind of announcements of this WonHobby as well. So I will say I've only watched like 6 episodes I think so far, and like I like it. I think I still need to watch some more to really decide if I would be interested in picking up any merch for it. So far I'm kind of but I do kind of love the concept of getting like a whole band of figures. So I'm torn between potentially picking up the Nendroid of them, or there are some scales coming out, which we will be talking about those here in a little bit, but I'm kind of torn because I do really like the idea of like a band themed set of figures, and they're all very cute. I love all the designs. So here we have all the girls. I love the guitar strap and everything they have for them. Looks so good, so cute. They're just adorable. And then I think these are also the announcements that they will have these other girls made as Nendroids as well. And then we do have scale figures of course, Bocchi. So she looks really cute. I'll say it's kind of a more plain pose, but she's not like a super dynamic character, I guess, in that sense. Like I think this fits her very well, because I mean really she does obviously have a lot of expressions, but they're not like, I don't know how well they would translate into like a scale figure. I mean, I'm sure they could do something, but I think to actually just have a nice standard version of her, I do think this looks really good. Hoping it doesn't look too pop-up paradey, but we'll see. And then of course they are also going to make scales of the rest of the girls. So all of them, some pop-up parades of Hestia from How Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. So she looks very cute. I think she has so many like well, she doesn't have like a ton of figures, but she does have some figures that I always feel like I see for sometimes a pretty good price, like even in like the OmniAmi pre-owned section or like on Mercari and stuff like that. So I think you could almost honestly get a scale for like paying a little extra, but this is still very cute. I think this is also, yeah, another one from Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. I don't know the characters. I know I watched some of the series, but I did not get that far. I do want to go back and watch it eventually. Of course, another character. I don't want to butcher any of their names, but I do like her design. I will say I like a lot of their designs, so they got a lot of cute ones for that, and then another one as well. And then going into Hell's Paradise, we do have finally the painted version of Gabimaru. I think these are up for pre-order at this point. I can't remember for sure, but I think they are. So Gabimaru, and then Yamada. She looks cute. I am going to probably wait for some scales. I do really like Hell's Paradise. I am trying to not buy as many Nendoroids, or like just really keep it to like the kind of vibe I want in my collection for it, or like kind of continue what I already have going. I'm trying to kind of tone that down. It's hard because there's so many good ones. But with these, I know we're going to get a lot of scales and different figures, so personally I am passing on the Nendoroids, but they are very cute. I think they did a really good job. And then of course Pop-Up Parade, Gabimaru. I think that he actually looks really good, but we will see when he's painted. Then of course Yamada, again, another one. I think she looks really good. Obviously they very much just mimic the same poses that the Nendoroids are doing, so, but I'm intrigued. And then moving in to Mashal. I love Mashal. So excited that the anime was made because I love the manga so much. The anime is so good. It's so funny. Please watch it. Please give it a chance. It's so stupid. It's not something really take serious, but they have like really good fight scenes and stuff, but it's so silly and dumb. And the characters are so fun. Please check it out. So we have Lance. Love his little earring. He's our little sister complex character, but I do love his design. I think it looks really good. I'm torn on picking up the Nendoroids of these because I know there's some scales, but I don't know if I want scales because I think these translate really well into a Nendoroid form, so I'm personally torn on that. Of course, MASH. I think I'm gonna have to get it. I love any Nendoroids that have weights because I have like Hibiki from How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. I love it. I think it's so cool. It's so funny with their like little weights. So I'm thinking about picking it up and maybe not doing a scale. I'm torn though because I do really like the series. And then we have a Pop-Up Parade. I personally really like the pose that they went with. I think it's like at least a little different than what they could have done. But I also wouldn't have been mad if they did like another weight thing. But I will be passing on the Pop-Up Parades. I think it looks a little awkward, like his face especially, so I don't know. Then we have some Hatsune Miku, of course, her Nendoroid. This is her 16th birthday. Has she been around only for 16 years? I don't know how the lore of like the fluid works. I haven't ever dived too deep into that, but this is actually really cool. I know she is also getting a scale version of this, which I think looks so good. I'm very torn because I'm again not trying to buy too many Miku figures. Like I already have her Symphony Miku one. I love it. That's about like, I'm trying to really cut it there. And you can see they're like the strawberry Nendoroid, so I kind of try to avoid ever getting like Nendoroids of her just because there's way too many and they're all too cute. And I know if I do it once, I'm gonna keep doing it. But it does look really cute. And then of course here is the other Symphony Miku version that they did. Personally, I still really like the original one with the like music box. I think that looks better. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I do own that one and I did buy it. This is so gorgeous. It's different, but I still think you just can't beat the base that comes on the other Symphony Miku. You really can't. Like that's as perfect as this figure can honestly get. But she is gorgeous. I do like what they're doing with her hair. And here is the 16th birthday scale version of it. Depending on if they put like support pegs and stuff, I don't know if I would get it, but I do really like it because it is kind of more of her like original outfit. And I love all this stuff just like flowing off her hair. It looks so cool. So depending on the price and how it turns out painted, I might. I do kind of like these more like anniversary type-esque Mikus. So maybe it's so cool. Like all these pieces flowing look so good. And I'm also a sucker for like these almost like I guess traditional wear type of Mikus. So I'm kind of interested to see how this is gonna turn in, because I love when they put her with like instruments and stuff. And like when she looks like not so happy sometimes. Like I do like her happy ones, but I kind of like the more like muted aggressive face. But I think this one could turn out really cool, so I don't know. I should not continue to fall down this rabbit hole. Then we have the 2022 Tropical Miku, the racing one. I think she has better options out there. I just always think these are kind of eh. I do think she has better racing ones out there, but not bad. It's kind of cute what they do with her hair. I even think like her 2023 Nendroid version looks better. And I love the little bird with it. It looks so cute. Love her little hat. Like this is cute. If this was a scale, I'd be more interested, but that is adorable. Okay, I know I just said I wasn't gonna buy any Miku Nendroids, but like this cinema roll collaboration, that's cute. And like her kind of more like chonky hair to kind of match like Cinema Roll's ears. I might bite the bullet depending on what accessories they give her, because I do like Sanrio. I always have since I was a kid. That's cute. They might get me. They might get me with these collabs. I do not know what the series is. I think it's a game. Then some more game ones. So like Overwatch. I like the design. I don't play a lot of video games, so I'm not gonna lie. And the video games I play are kind of just like Animal Crossing and like Otame games and stuff. So not too involved into this scene, but I do think the character design is really cool. Then a Silent Hill pop-up parade, which actually I think they did a really good job with this. So actually it looks like really well done. But we'll see when the final product comes out if it looks that good, because the texturing and everything looks really nice. Some more video game ones. I'm kind of just gonna skip through them because I don't really have a lot to say about them. But for all those video game fans out there, a lot of options. Then we have Jackie. Her little Nendroid looks super cute. I know she just had a bunny figure release. I did pre-order the bunny figure because I think the price really wasn't that bad. And I personally liked her more black design. I will put a picture of what I'm referring to on the screen. So I'm good with just the bunny, but she has a very cute Nendroid. I don't know what, is this 1B, IB? What is this? I don't know what this is. She kind of gives like Vampire Knight vibes. Persona 5 ones. Very cute design. I do love like all the Persona 5 designs. I do think they look really good. I know they did a re-release of some Persona 5 Nendroids too. So if you were looking for some, they did re-release some. Some more Guilty Gear. I keep seeing this character. Really like her design. Don't know the source material. Again, I think it's a game. But she is very cute. I really like her like aesthetic overall. And Hollow Knight. Is that also a video game? Sorry, I don't know much about video games, but I do like these Nendroids. I like their little characters like that in games and stuff. They're just kind of cute. And then, oops, Cyberpunk. I think that's more the video game based. I only watched the anime, never played the game. It looks like we're getting some more Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Or played it either, so can't really speak on these as well, but more options, more Yu-Gi-Oh! Some Black Rock Shooter. We have a pop-up parade. Does she have a pop-up parade? This must be like kind of a different, I don't know, version. But I always really like her character design. I was tempted to pick up her bunny. I still might one day, but I do like her design a lot. And then we have some scale figures, some more Blue Archive. I think the other characters are better, but again, I don't really like the small characters too much. So then, oh, we're getting a Nendroid of her. I think she has a really cute, like, overall character design. Like, it's super sweet, and I know she has like a figure out, like a scale figure, which I was tempted to pick up. I never did, but I do like her softer design, which I was surprised because again, don't really like the kind of smaller characters, but I really like her like little gun with the whale and everything, and like this little like pattern on her skirt and like her color overall. So she's a very cute character. And then we have I know Nikki is like a very popular kind of like, I think it's a mobile game. I never got around to playing it. I'm not really sure it's like geared towards me, but I do really like a lot of the character designs, so I'm intrigued to see how these are going to turn out. There is another one. I mean, they really have cool like looks overall. And then I think they're also doing, what are they doing with this? Because there's like two versions of this. The scale figure and then hyper body, which I don't know what that is exactly. And then some Fate Grand Order ones. Always again have cute designs too. I always really like them. Looks like there's a pop-up parade. I thought that was a Figma for a second. It's very cute though. I do think this is like one of the more, like, I feel like they're trying to make some of the pop-up parades a little more dynamic, and I think it's kind of paying off. Ooh, I really like that. I just really like this character design overall. Again, still have not got into Fate, but just aesthetics alone, really like it. Ooh. I also still haven't like looked into what this is, this kind of series. I just could not imagine how potentially expensive or how big the box would be for shipping this figure just based on her weapon alone. It looks sick. Like, don't get me wrong, I love like when they have big weapons. I'm just always scared to have to pay for shipping for it. But I do like, I wonder what they'll do with the rest of the base, but I do like what she's like standing on. I think it looks really cool. Some Figmas. First I'm gonna skip past them. I think Figmas are ugly, but oh, you know, here they are. Some more of the Derby girls, of course. Cute designs. I know some of their figures got canceled, so that's why I'm really not sure how popular this series is. Like literally 3 scales got canceled. Some Idolmaster. Idolmaster always has really, really cute designs. They always do some like cute, even kind of like Halloween ones. So I think there's better ones out there, but I do think this is actually pretty cute. Some Hololive, a pop-up parade. I know I don't think he's like actually with any companies, but I do follow this like VTuber on Twitter. I feel like people like either really hate like VTubers or they really like them, or like they hate specific VTubers. I don't know, the VTuber community kind of like, I'm sure like obviously not everything in there is toxic, but like it always kind of just it kind of like the fan bases always kind of like make me not want to dive into that rabbit hole. So I'm always like hesitant on those, but I always really liked his character, like overall his VTuber design. So I don't think I would pick up his Android, but I do really like the design of him. Some more VTubers. Another VTuber. I actually do really like her design. Again, don't really watch any VTubers, but I do like her aesthetic. Oh, she's really cute too. Then we're also getting some Attack on Titan dolls, so you can have the Android dolls. Pretty cute. I feel like it would be a pain to like put this outfit on, to be honest. But all Nendoroid dolls are kind of a pain to put together, I'm not gonna lie. I personally would be passing on these, but these are some cute little options, I will say. We finally have Tokuto from Demon Slayer, a little cutie, our little child to protect. I love him. At first I wasn't sure because I was anime only for a while, and then I did finally like read all the manga. Now I love him so much. I don't collect any of the Demon Slayer Nendoroids. Basically any Demon Slayer stuff I have now is like resins. So I'm kind of only gonna really be sticking to that. So I try to avoid picking up the Nendoroids, but they are very cute. A scale figure. I think this kind of matches like the Tanjiro one that they had before. I will put what I'm talking about up on the screen. But I think they're almost kind of like big, like bulky, kind of almost like, I feel like they would look good in a shelf like with things around them. But standing alone, no. But if you did kind of put them and like pair them with like maybe manga or stuff like that, I think it would look really good. But they're very expensive too for what they are. But I think they light up. This time we have him in his final selection outfit. Then a pop-up parade of Yomi. He deserves so much more love. I can't wait to get to his arc eventually. Obviously that ain't gonna be happening probably for another year or so. But after reading the manga, I loved him even more. I personally think I'm just sticking again with resins for my Demon Slayer collection, but this isn't terrible. Oh, some Jujutsu Kaisen, we have Todo. I don't think they're doing that great of a job with him, I'm not gonna lie. He kind of really looks very flat, and his face kind of looks really weird. Maybe that's just me, but I'm not super impressed with this one. And then we have Figma Toge. Some more pop-up parades. So we have 7 Deadly Sins. I don't know if I'll ever watch that 7 Deadly Sins, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really love the characters or character designs, so it might be a series I'm passing on, but I know there are some fans out there. So then they're also doing an XL size pop-up parade of Diane. It's fitting for her character, but I feel also at that point, just get her bunny figure. I really don't think like the outfit's that different. Like I think didn't they kind of like do like her outfit basically still in the bunny theme, so I personally think it would be almost just about the same to get her actual bunny figure if you can, unless someone's hiking up her price. But then they're doing a large scale of another character from there. I don't know, I feel like I just think all the characters are kind of like oddly designed anyways, but like this really looks weird, especially with like how undetailed his face is, while everything else is like very like defined. Oh, and then we have some Hellsing pop-up parades in a large size. I have not watched the series yet or read it, so I don't know much about it, but it seems really cool. It's something I definitely want to get into, and if I end up liking them and there's no other figures, I might consider picking these up. They also did Nendroids. I think they did a pretty good job though, just based on like the design I know. I do think it looks pretty cool. And then Figma Thorfinn. Hopefully we can start seeing some scales of any of basically the Vinland Saga characters, especially Thorfinn. Is there really any scales? I don't think there is. Like this might be like one of the first things they did, so if you're that big of a fan that you do want merch, like figure wise, you might have to settle for a Figma, even if you don't like them. But I do think they did a really good job with him. And then we have some more Golden Kamiway ones. I also really like these character designs, and I did really like what I watched of this series, but still never finished it. I kind of suck with finishing some things, but I do really like the character designs. And then to continue the Cyberpunk Edge Runners ones, we do have Rebecca. I mean, I think they did a really good job with all of them. Like, especially for her, like, because I feel like she might have been a little more difficult to, like, translate well into a figure. But I think they did a really good job. And some more pop-up parades. Don't know this series, but she's super cute. Then, of course, the terrifying dolls. I hate these so much. Kaguya, what did they do to you? Like, I know people love them, but like, I just never liked dolls, so this is like extra terrifying. And then we do have this I really like this like characters like hair shading. Looks so good. Haven't watched a series. It's the Working for God in a Godless World. I know that the CGI is like horrendous, but I think it's meant to be that way. Like, I think it's kind of like a joke. Like the series just kind of is like supposed to be funny. So I do want to watch it just for the sheer ridiculousness of it. But if I end up liking it, I might pick up this Android just because I really like how well they did her hair. Then of course we are getting another scale figure of Komi, and she will be in her summer clothes. So I wonder why they didn't put like artwork of like her in her summer clothes anyways, or like something like that. I kind of hate when they do that, where it's like, I kind of would like to see what it could potentially look like, or like what the clothes are gonna look like. And so we just get her in her uniform. And then some pop-up parades. They do have Megumin, and this is a large size bunny version. I do think these are really cute, and honestly a really good affordable option if you don't want to try to seek out any of the actual bunny figures, like the freeing ones. And I do actually really like what they did with it. Like, they really took her outfit and like added just like the right amount of like twist to it to make it kind of more of like a bunny theme. So I I think it's really cute. Honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if Freen did something like this. And we have a large size from Goblin Slayer. We have the Priestess. Haven't watched that series yet, but I know she has a bunny figure that's actually really cute and I'm kind of interested in getting. But I do think they did a really good job with her. Overall, like, the coloring looks really good. For Anya, if you want some more faceplates, they will be selling more. So you can really get all of her cute little expressions. And then they're also doing an Anya winter clothing version, so I'm assuming we'll also get Lloyd and Yor in their winter clothes version, which I only picked up the Yor Nendroid. I still need to pick up the other two, but now I'm kind of torn on like keeping the Yor Nendroid or selling them and then picking up this line of them, because I do really like this outfit, but it feels wrong to not have them also in their like canon wear, you know? So I don't know, but this is very cute. But I don't want like a huge bunch of like the same Nendroid, just different outfits. So I'm torn. I know this is a very popular movie, so Suzumi. Haven't watched it, but so many people were talking about it. Kind of gives like the, I can't remember if it was made by, or like the person who made it was also the person that made like Your Name and stuff like that, I think, but don't quote me on that. But that's very much the aesthetic that it gives. I do like that they added the chair. And then some pop-up parades. I don't know what this series is, but they're a little cute, I guess. And then World Die Star? What is that? I don't know what the series is either, but she's got cute hair. I like her little aesthetic. Yuri Is My Job. They have some pop-up parades. Actually looks really cute. I really like I feel like they did something kind of dynamic with that. And then we have a series called The Daggers in My Heart. She's also kind of cute, kind of just, again, classic high school out uniform type thing. Tomo-chan is a girl. I love that series so much, and I think they did a really good job with her Nendroid. Really captured her expression and like her tooth. Love it so much. Hoping we get a June to go with her though. Like, so I'm torn on like actually picking her up, because like I need them both, like them and also like the friends. Like I need like at least 4 of them. So I'm torn, but if I can always get June, I will pick them up. But they're so cute. I'm very excited to see what accessories they give her. And of course we have some laid back camp Nendroids. This time they are in their school uniform. Very cute. Oh yeah, this series I still haven't watched it, but I know this is also a really popular series, but I do like her little aesthetic too. Some Figmas, again from the same series. We also have a scale Marin in her little swimsuit one. I really just don't like the base, and I already have like another figure of her in her like swimsuit pre-ordered, so, and I like that one better anyways, so I will not be picking this one up. But I really don't like the base. Like, I hate when they add like the names and stuff like that. To me it just feels like prize figure-esque, so that kind of like deters me from wanting to pick it up. Then it's just it gives like too much like title prize figure, and they make good prize figures, don't get me wrong, but I just personally don't want to pick up something that I could get possibly in a prize figure form for cheaper with kind of almost that same base design. Like, I need something more if I'm going to be paying well over $100 for a piece of plastic. And next they do actually have some more other little Nendroids. This time we have her in normal cosplay. This actually looks really cute. I could see myself picking this up for sure. Then I already pre-ordered these. Really got into the Ancient Magus Brides. When I knew that the second season was coming out, I went binge first season. I loved it as much as I was hoping I would and thought I would. So of course we have Ajize. She looks so cute. I already pre-ordered her. We already know how expensive the aftermarket is for any Ancient Magus Bride Nendroids, so I'm happy that we even get a chance to own it. So obviously pre-ordered her. She looks so good. And then she's also getting a pop-up parade. I will be breaking probably my pop-up parade rule to get these, because have you seen the aftermarket for the like scale figures that they have of any of this? It's crazy. I think I definitely will be picking this up. I think it looks really good. I love that she has like her little staff and everything. Like, looks so good. And then of course we're getting a large version of the man of the hour. He looks so good. I love this. So these are definitely two that I will be picking up despite my hate of pop-up parades. So very excited for that. A win is a win. I'm now your sister. Okay. little scientist girl. Some Overlord ones. Also not a series that I've really gotten into, so can't speak too much on the character, but I do like her design. Then we have, ooh, I really like her design. Ooh, she's like on a rose. Who are you? Rosen Maiden? She's cute. I like the rose coming out of the eyes. Kind of gives me like Hell's Paradise vibes. But I really like her. I'm kind of intrigued. And there are getting some pop-up parades of Soul Eater. I know the aftermarket's pretty rough on Soul Eater like scale figures, so this could be a good chance to finally own one if you are a fan of the series. I haven't watched it yet personally, so I don't know if I am yet. Sword Art Online. There's so many Sword Art Online figures, I'm just like, eh. But I guess, you know, at least they have Kirito. I don't feel like they make a bunch of the males too often, but I do know he does have some scales. Some more Sword Art Online characters. I don't know what this series is, but I just think this little tiny octopus is so cute. I love that the shoes like actually look really rugged and like dirty. That looks really cool, I will say. Then there are some more Gurren Lagann ones. I haven't watched that series yet, but some more little figure there. Oh, we're getting some more Blue Lock Nendroids. Of course, we have Rio. It's so cute. Very excited to see what they're going to do with him. And of course, Rin. Very excited as well. He grew on me as the series went. So, and then of course we have Idolish 7 finishing off the entire series. I think these are there was only two that they needed, and they are the Izumi brothers. So we have Misuki. He looks so cute. I'm so excited to see what accessories they give him. And then of course, Glory. I love him so much. He's so cute. I'm so excited. I already have him pre-ordered because he is already out. So very excited to finally have them and get closer to maybe one day finishing my Idolish 7 Androids. Some more Antalya ones. So this time we have Austria. Not sure I will. I feel like I'm like past the point of ever diving into Italia. I feel like if I was ever going to get into it, it should have been when I was in middle school. So I don't know if I'll ever get into like the series because I don't ever hear the greatest things. And it feels like it's mainly a nostalgic thing for anybody that is a fan. So I don't know. I'm always hesitant. Like, is that something I should get into? I don't know. Of course, we have My Love Story with the Yamnacon at level 999. But we do have Yamata. Very excited. He's so cute. I'm loving the series. Obviously we need Akane or whatever. Yeah, is that how you say her name? We need her. We need all of the people in their guild. So cute. Very excited to see what androids accessories they will give them. So, but we have to have at least Akane. If we get nobody else, gotta have a pair. Obviously, these are no-brainer. I'm gonna pre-order them, and I think they're doing a fantastic job with them. So, super excited to see how they turn out. We need a redemption after the androids. Welcome to Demon School. I think, isn't that airing this season? I haven't watched it, but not sure if it's like my kind of style. Why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's mansion, which I know is a Is that like a webtoon or a manhwa or something? Been really liking that anime. The anime is a little wonky, like animation style is a little wonky at times, but I've been very much enjoying this series. I'm a sucker for like things like this, where it's like they get like trapped into like a different world and they have to like outwit like how the story is like initially supposed to go. So I've been very much enjoying it. I really like this character too, like Noah, super fine. Very much interested in see also what accessories he will get, but obviously we're gonna need Reliana to go with him. So good. Very excited about that. Some Psycho Pass Nendroids. Still a series I need to watch, but I think yeah, these are gonna be pop-up parades. They're giving us Minion Nendroids. I hate minions. I always have. I always found them really annoying. But if you're a fan, now's your chance. Oh my goodness. Oh, Snoopy. I always do like Snoopy. That's a big thing that like my parent, or at least my dad, was really into. So he always watches like any of like those like specials that come on during like Halloween and like Christmas. And we even have like a little like the mimic of that like little Christmas tree that they have that we put up every year. And fun fact, I actually have Woodstock tattooed on my shoulder, and my mom has Snoopy. And so it's kind of like our matching tattoos. So I skipped a few things, like just kind of some random little things at the end there, but that's basically all that they have for the line of the Good Smile portion. So now we will head over and look at the other announcements from other companies. So we will start with the Aniplex Plus. Yeah, we are getting another Hayasaka figure. I actually do have her, the one that they did release where she's in like a school uniform. I haven't opened that yet. I'll open that on like eventually. But I really do like her character, and I do really like this. I'm torn if I will pick it up, but I do think it's really cute, and she's just a really good character. Then we do actually finally have, oh, it's like a 1/12 scale Mitsuri. It's really hard to find a Mitsuri figure that I really love. It's like they kind of do good, kind of don't, and I really don't want like a 1/12 scale. And it looks like they're also doing that again with the however you say that that anime's name, and they're also doing a Bochi one. So I don't know if I've ever heard of Clanel, but these are very cute. If you have that kind of like pastel aesthetic, or like that's the kind of vibe you like for your collection, I think these are so pretty. I will pass because I really don't have like a theme of that going in my collection, but I do think these are so cute and be really good for like for the pastel girlies out there. Then this is a Fate Grand Order one. I'm kind of surprised. What is that at the bottom? Oh no, she's cute though. I like her like oversized little sweater and like the little hat, so that's cute. Wing. I have another Black Rock Shooter figure. She always has such wild ones. I could not imagine also the shipping though for her weapons, but she always has really cool designs. Alright, going into, we might have some repeats, so I will skip over any repeats, but like Orange Robe, Katie Click, and Fat Company. Starting with Fat Company, they do have the scale figure of Mimine from How to Raise a Boy and Girlfriend. I do like the pillows. I think it's kind of cute, but she also has a lot of figures that you can pick from. I feel like we've seen this one before on like another one, but I can't remember. But if so, she might have very similar figures, but I do like this like overall design. She looks pretty cool besides this like support pole, but I do kind of like the triangle like base, I'm not gonna lie. But she has really like pretty hair. Like they did a really good job shading that. And always weapons just look so cool. Then they have this Girls Frontline one. I keep seeing this character and she looks really cool, I will say. She always gets really fun figures. Like, oh, does she have like blood bags in there? That's wild. No, she always has like such cool figures. It'd be hard to pick like just one of her because I love her kind of like crazy hair, which I know it's supposed to be like a light blue, but I don't know, she's really cool. I really like her like overall design. And then we have, this is from Azur Lane. It kind of looks like a mixture of like Marin and Power. So it almost looks like they're like child, but this is actually really cute. I actually really like her like aesthetic, and like if they do like all this like water splashing with like these little like candies and things in it, I could be tempted. I'm always tempted with the Azur Lane figures though. They're always so good. Katie Collect, more Spy Classroom figures. Then they also have that Kuma bear. I actually really like this like a little like aesthetic they do. Is she like gonna be flocked? She kind of looks like she has like a texture to her. So that'd be interesting, but this is actually pretty cute. And then a Day Alive one. Of course we have Kurumi. I will say this is probably one of the Kurumis that I actually don't completely hate because it actually looks different and dynamic. So, right, and I think the last thing we have is the Freeing and Soren one. So for Freeing, they are doing I know this is kind of like an older series, but didn't like revamp it or something. I will say I really like her design, and I'm really glad Freeing stuck with just making a big version of her and not changing anything, because if I like the series, I would definitely pick this up because that's great. They did a great job. I wish they would do that more often, honestly, especially if characters already kind of have like a more, I guess, dynamic outfit. Then they have this Blue Archive one. Not my cup of tea personally. Surprised this isn't like a binding figure. Not gonna lie, I mean obviously it's more covered than some binding figures, but it's pushing a limit that I did not expect Freeing, like just Freeing itself, to do. But if you are into that type of thing, great figure for you. And then of course they have some more No Game No Life ones. I just don't buy any of their figures, but I will say I do really like the style, like her like overall design. Like they did such a good job with like all like the like I guess robotic pieces. I just personally don't feel very comfortable owning a lot of the No Game No Life figures, but like I will say this is really cool. Like they do some cool ones sometimes. We are getting more Toradora figures, so they have Ami, and I know they also have Minori. She is already up for pre-order. I think they're both actually up for pre-order, so I may pick them up. I'm kind of back and forth on it personally because I'm not the biggest Toradora fan. I do like the figure that I do own over. I do own her bunny one, but I don't know. I did like these characters though, so we'll see. And they are doing a childhood version of Ratalia. I know she already has like a bunny figure out there. She has like the tights bare leg version too. I think it's really cute. Like some people were like freaking out about it in the comments, which I don't really know why. I mean, she's covered. I don't know how she looks from the back, but it really doesn't look that bad. They're like, oh, they could have made her dress longer. I guess I just don't see an issue. I think she's pretty covered. Like she's covered to me. I think it's really cute. I like the white like fishnets, and they almost kind of look more tight than fishnetty. I know some people had a problem with that, and like the fact that she has heels on. It's like when I was younger, I was like obsessed with like trying to wear high heels. I think I wore them in like 5th or 6th grade to like a dance. It's just something fun you do as a kid. And it's, like she's really not like in a bad pose or anything. Honestly, I think she looks really cute. I don't know if I'd pick her up. I also don't love the like very like Easter bunny-esque looking ears, like the ones that you get from like the dollar store. So I'm kind of torn just on that part, but I personally think they did a really good job doing like the younger one. They're like, oh, should I like the Madoka ones and stuff like that. Like I guess I still just don't see what's wrong with this. That's just my opinion. Then they're of course making some more Tularu ones. Also a series, like I love like the designs of the characters. Don't know if it's a series I ever really like care enough to get into, but I will say I like their designs. And of course the 1/4 Hololive, I think it's Picora, but you know, this does look really good. I think they did a fantastic job. So I will say all the fans of this character, they got some good scales for you. Then we do have the 1/4 Demon Slayer one, so we have Nezuko. I think they did a really good job with that. I'm really happy with the route that they took with the B style for this. And then Mitsuri. I think they did such a good job. I honestly am thinking of picking this one up because I feel like I don't like a lot of the Mitsuri figures that they have. I don't think they did like that great of a job with them, or it's like always like the same pose. So to me, this is like the perfect amount of dynamic. I think they did such a good job with her face and her expression. I love her. She is one of my favorite characters. Her birthday is literally a day before mine too. I love everything she stands for, and I love that she's a very much like, you can be girly and pretty but still be 100% who you are. You can still be strong. You can still, you don't have to like be on a diet and be like little and stuff like that. So a man will love you. I really love what she stands for. Obviously she doesn't have like the most dramatic backstory, but I also kind of appreciate that. Like, they don't all need to have dramatic backstories. But I still think it's like, it's a big thing to like lose yourself and think you have to be a certain way for somebody to love you. So I really love what she stands for. I love her story. I think this is honestly a perfect representation of her. I don't like a lot of the resin figures that they make of her. They're always too like, either just too showy of her, like backside, or the face looks awful. So I'm actually think I might pick this one up, even though I know it's gonna be horribly expensive, but like it would probably be the same like if I bought a resin, so I'm torn. But I do think this looks so good, and I love what they did with her sword. Like, that sword needs some representation finally. And then of course, Frame really can kill some like original character designs for their bunnies. This is incredible. I know this is going to be a very popular one, so I highly suggest pre-ordering it if you are interested. I could see her aftermarket potentially being pretty bad. You don't want to regret it like the X10 one, because I regretted that one, so I'm very glad that they've re-released her so I could pick her up. So she looks so good. I love it. I love her just design overall. Like, the hair is beautiful. I love the black and purple like look anyways. So this to me is a no-brainer. I love this like kind of like bit part out of her ears. They look so good. The weapons look amazing. Her hair looks amazing. So excited for this one. Alright guys, that is all I have for you today. I think there's some good little announcements. I'm very excited, especially for some of the Frame ones, which I'm surprised about. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys are excited for, or if I missed anything that you're excited for. So let me know. Alright, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Bye.